Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Shakur Stevenson.
What's good, man?
A pleasure. We've rubbed shoulders. I've asked for a couple of selfies before, but never actually caught up with you. How's life? Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
It's very good. Life is good, and I'm ready for Saturday.
Out of curiosity, I was speaking to my boy Cameron Vong the other day, who obviously shared some rounds with you. He was quite gassed, obviously, to be able to do that. 10 rounds, only 30 seconds off in between.
Yeah.
He said at one point you were like on him, ready to go immediately. The second round was over. But it's a lot in camp to be going to London and to Riyadh. How have you found managing all of that?
It's definitely a lot. You can't really do nothing about it. You just gotta roll with the punches.
Part of the game.
Yeah, you gotta roll with the punches, and I'm cool with it. So, come Saturday night, I'm just looking to perform at my best.
Boxing's a funny sport, the way that things have changed over the last couple of years. You look at this card and every fight itself is a main event fight. Obviously something that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh's gun has obviously changed the game in terms of the level of fights, but to have all of you guys on the same card where before you would have all been individually your own main events.
Yeah.
Is it a weird feeling, or is it something you enjoy getting involved in, knowing that you're going to be on earlier in the night?
Yeah, it's definitely weird for me just because I've been main in the event since, I ain't gonna lie, I've been main event
for a long time
for a
now,
long
right?
time now. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I ain't been on the undercard since I want to say Bud Crawford. So it's definitely weird and it's new, but I'm cool with it.
Floyd Schofield is your opponent on Saturday night. He sort of emerged. We know it was initially meant to be Joe Cordina. Now, that was a fight that had a little bit of talk. On your side, was there any reason why it ended up being Kid Austin as opposed to Joe Cordina?
I just think the fans, as far as like the fans that I knew and seen, they wasn't too happy with a Joe Cordina fight. Mm-hmm. I think it's just because Joe Cordina was coming off a loss, and he is a guy moving up from 130 to 135. So I just pushed more towards the fight that I felt as though the fans wanted to see. A young kid, undefeated, that makes for like an entertaining kind of fight. So down the line, me and Joe Cordina could rock out at any given time. But truthfully, I think he just got to try to get some get back on what's that guy that beat him?
Anthony Cacace.
That guy. He should be trying to get some get back on that guy and making that fight happen.
Out of curiosity, I feel like when you look at yourself a couple of years ago, is kind of what you have in Floyd Schofield now a little bit. I don't mean ability-wise. I mean you had to talk a lot to get your opportunities, force yourself into that position. He's talking a good game. Does he believe in himself? Is it false confidence? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he truthfully believes in himself. I think that he's going to give it all he can, and he's going to try to do the best that he can do. But just how you like compared it to me, I don't think he has the skills that I had at that time, and he don't possess that. So his main attributes is being strong and physically strong, and I don't think that's enough at this level of boxing. So
135-pound division has been elite for some time now. You obviously have your belt. You're well within the mix, if not the best in the division. What is next for you? And it's probably annoying because every fight you have, you're always asked about the one after that, but people always throw tank at you. We know the politics that goes on there. What do you want out of this division?
I got to focus on Saturday. I think Saturday is a couple of days away right now, and I can't think about the next person and whoever else I could be fighting. I got to get past Floyd Schofield, and then we could talk about who's next.
What have you made of this comment so far?
I think it's all funny. I don't really hear him talking as much, though. That's the thing. I don't hear him speaking as the way his dad talks. So it's more so coming from his dad.
He said that someone saw weaknesses within your camp. What did you make of those comments? Almost as if there was a mole. I don't know if he was trying to insinuate that or...
I think he's insecure. I think he's insecure. I think his father is very insecure, and I think that they here trying to gamble. So they're gonna go in there and just gamble, and hopefully they can land a big punch. And once they can't do that, they ain't gonna really have no answers for what's gonna be in front of them.
What surprised you the most about working with Eddie Hearn?
Surprised me, how hands-on he is as a promoter. I don't think a lot of promoters out there are as hands-on as Eddie Hearn. You know, you can hit him anytime. He gonna respond. He'll actually pull up on you and come check you out. Yes, that's what the type of guy that he is. So,
do you believe you were misled in the past? Like your assumption of him was different to the Eddie Hearn you've met and you've dealt with?
Nah, I think he thinks that. You know,
he said that to me.
Yeah, he said that in the past. He thought that I felt a certain type of way about him, or I thought he was a certain type of way. But I don't think that's true. I always knew he was a promoter and a businessman, and when I got to meet him, he actually was a lot cooler than I expected, but I didn't think like anything bad about him.
I hear that. Just finally from me, I know a million times over you're going to hear this name, I suppose every time you ever do interviews, and that is Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, when we look at his resume, what do you make of it? And he says that his passion for boxing is dying. We don't know how much longer he'll be in the sport. Do you believe he really will ever fight you and or get involved with the best fights?
I think that this is how I look at it. I think that his resume, I don't respect it just because of all the clauses that he put. You know, I get it though. I understand it just because of he's smaller than certain guys, so he got to do these things for the advantage. But as far as that, I hear it all. But as far as fighting me, I think me and him could be the biggest fight in the world. So I think it got to happen. But it's all up to him.
Shakur, thank you very much for your time. Do you go after Saturday night? Do you go straight back to the States? You popping back through to London?
Now I'm gonna go back to London first.
You're going back to London?
Yeah.
How long for?
Huh?
How long for?
I don't know. Not gonna be long. But
you're gonna be out in London?
Yeah, I'll probably be out.
All right, we're gonna have to find a way somehow to take you out to some of the good spots.
Okay, I'm down.
Say no more. Shakur Stevenson, appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, Shakur.